Imagine a story of two best friends, John and Sarah. They shared an extraordinary bond, a bond that was the envy of their peers. Their relationship was built on mutual respect, trust, and a deep understanding of each other's quirks and eccentricities. They were like two peas in a pod, the epitome of a perfect friendship. However, a storm was brewing in the horizon, a storm named Oliver. Oliver was a charismatic individual who found his way into their close-knit circle. Initially, his presence seemed to invigorate their friendship. But as time passed, Oliver started to subtly manipulate their perceptions of each other, causing cracks in their once unshakable bond. Without realizing it, John and Sarah began to see each other through Oliver's distorted lens. Small misunderstandings blossomed into significant conflicts. Their conversations, once filled with laughter and understanding, were now marred by suspicion and resentment. The trust and respect that once held their relationship together were gradually eroding. Despite the conflicts, John and Sarah could have found a way back to each other, had it not been for Oliver's constant interference. His presence created a smokescreen that clouded their judgment, preventing them from resolving their issues directly. What was once a strong bond between two friends was now a battlefield marred by misunderstandings and distrust, all thanks to the intervention of a third party. This story serves as a stark reminder of the destructive potential of third-party interference in relationships. It highlights how a third party can distort perceptions, escalate conflicts, and ultimately lead to the breakdown of relationships. So what are the main points to take away from this story? Firstly, trust and respect form the bedrock of any relationship. When these elements are compromised, the relationship becomes vulnerable to conflicts. Secondly, the role of a third party in a relationship should always be carefully considered. While an outsider's perspective can sometimes be helpful, it can also distort perceptions and escalate conflicts if not properly managed. Lastly, it is crucial for parties in a relationship to communicate openly and directly with each other, especially when conflicts arise. Allowing a third party to mediate or influence the resolution process can lead to further misunderstandings and complications. Remember, relationships are like gardens. They need constant care and attention to thrive, and just like a garden, the more parties involved in its care, the higher the chances of conflict and confusion. Therefore, it is best to keep the garden of relationships well tended by the parties directly involved, minimizing third-party interference.